Shop Plus 6516D, Central Avenue, Capitol Heights, Maryland. This OG Radio, you know the rules. Roll up, light up, pour up, get organic. We got our second guest in the building. These are friends.
Yes.
We're close to being family.
Yes.
We're building together.
Yes.
Other than Elu, this the only clothing line I put on my Instagram.
Yeah, I peeped that. I peeped that.
I did a sweatsuit.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
Well, I would tell you that actually when last night he looked at his inventory and he pulled out 5 hats that he was supposed to bring to you today. And when we got out the rush to go out to church this morning, you know, he thought we were going back home.
Right.
But I went past, you know, my daughter Pam, she's been over here
Yeah.
before with erratic behavior, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we stopped at her house and we never made it home. So that's our fault.
That's
you know?
okay.
So, but he pulled 5 hats out, you know, just he don't just look and ask for people to give him stuff. He said, I support, I buy. That's what he said. But you know, I just said that. You didn't say that. I know how you roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know, like we appreciate that if you put it out there. That's good. You know, and you supported me because you've been, like you said, we like family. You've been on radio. You've been on TV.
TV, yeah.
And you're still on TV this week. So you're gonna be on there for another 2 weeks.
For
Okay.
for y'all that don't know, I made an appearance. First, let me get this introduction done properly. So so for those listening at home, they just like, oh, they just having a party up there. Okay.
OG Radio.
Family.
we got Miss
Family.
we got Miss Paula up here from Let's Talk with Paula. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I love the opportunity you gave me on the show. Mr. Licio himself is there. I love when you come in. You always represent your brand.
Yeah.
That's what
Got
every
to.
time I see you, you
Yeah.
representing the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
That's how you that's how you supposed to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? You don't just every day I see you,
Right.
you rocking the brand. That's how you supposed to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Good shirt he got on that.
Yeah.
Look. This is about Tim. He got 50 of these shirts. You know, you ever seen like what was it? The man that was. If you go in their closet, they have 15 jackets. They have 15 shirts, pants, everything the same.
Yeah.
He got about 50 of these shirts. Okay.
Yeah.
I call these shirts right here is his management shirts. Okay. Because that's his staff shirt. Because can't nobody else get one of them mugs.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's not that he ain't changed his clothes. It's just that he got 50 of them in his closet. Okay.
Hey.
So, but that's what, let's see. I like this, and I cannot get him to give me one. Man, because I ain't part of his
ain't got
crew.
one yet?
I ain't the crew, I ain't the staff, okay? That's what I told him. Look, I ain't know I messed myself up.
Staff only, you gotta wait.
I didn't know I messed myself up like that, but yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, and you know, even though we still had a little glitch, but the information that you gave out, I sat down and watched your whole interview again yesterday on Let's Talk with Paula on Bowie Cable Television.
Yes.
And Comcast is channel 77 and only for Bowie residents, but Verizon, it goes all the way down to Waldorf on channel 11. And please look at his interview because his interview gives you so much information about how you do this, how to be an entrepreneur, and the ways that you should do it. Just like, you know, if you're trying to support me, don't keep coming up asking me for freebies, okay? Because you ain't support me that way, you know.
Yeah.
I'll buy it from you, you know, that's support. And the other things that you said was that you have to make sure that you go out there public on social media, which I don't do, we
Right.
talked about.
Yeah.
That you have to go out there publicly on social media, and, you know, you just got to, you know, flood it, and then what's about the mime?
The memes. Yeah.
The memes,
Yeah.
okay? And so, you know what, I put a meme on the same one you talked
saw
on.
that.
I put it on my,
I saw that.
as soon as we got home, okay? I said, Paul, please go find this Michael Jordan thing. Then he showed me 50 of them, right? You know, so I said, oh my God, where did I miss this? Because I've been getting all this religious stuff,
Yeah.
right? But that's cool though, you
Yeah.
know. And what he said was, let me see, Jesse Jackson, I used to work with the Rainbow Coalition years ago.
Okay.
And they tried to get the churches, 100 churches, to come in so that we could teach our people how to market themselves and do business. And when you said it, it took me back, was that you have to market yourself. You know, you have to wear your brand, you know, so people know that that's about you. Don't be wearing Michael Jordan stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, they keep on buying the same tennis shoes.
Yep.
All I'm doing is changing the, that's funny as I don't know what, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause-
That one meme with Jordan when he crying and
Crying Jordan, man.
yeah, and he saying he laughing at because everybody keep buying the same shoes over and over.
Yeah.
Man, I was crying laughing at it. Every time I see that joint, I be cracking up. That joint funny.
But it's
It's
true.
the truth.
though.
Yeah, it's the truth.
It's true.
Like,
It's true.
now
It's
I
certain,
don't
it's,
even-
it's certain niggas that's
it's
kept
not even
on, though.
exclusive anymore.
Yeah.
Anybody
It's-
can do it now. Like,
But
it's it's not exclusive like it used to be.
it used to be.
Sneakerheads.
It used to be a thing where it was
Now everybody
they had
do it.
value
Yeah,
because
everybody
you
do it.
remembered something maybe that was attached to
The
that
pennies,
particular
like,
release.
like the
Right,
pennies, like,
right.
Now it's just to do it, just to do it.
Every week.
Yeah.
But people still going out there buying this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean,
That's not
everybody's
gonna
spending $100, $200 for those tennis shoes. When I just think it's, but man, you killed me when you was coming up, because if you ain't have a pair of Jordans with them feet you had, and I ain't have no choice because, you know, we just knew you was a natural basketball player when you was born, okay, because you had big hands and big feet.
Yeah,
and
that's why I just told her, like I said, oh, you the Jordan.
yeah,
Michael Jordan, nigga.
so I ain't had no choice, 'cause- right? So I had to buy this, you know, pay that money for shoes for him anyway. So I might as well went on and bought Jordans, you know. Oh
They-
no,
they-
hold up.
They were
They
like
was high.
They were 110 to 150.
Yep,
But the thing
yep.
about it was
Yep.
they were a full release. Like
Yes.
you could wait
That's
2,
right.
3 weeks, a month to go get them if your
Yep.
money wasn't right and still get them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Yeah.
yep.
Like all them Nikes.
They make everything a limited release now.
Right. And so the thing was is that, you know, people be standing outside, not me, you
Yeah.
know, but it was people standing outside. And they were used to stand outside and wait for that release to come out. And they was $100 or $110 that you paid, okay? Now they more than that from what I understand
Yeah, they like
that people are
you can get
paying.
like 200.
Yeah.
Like 110 now, which is crazy.
New Balance. Those like 150, 160.
But that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like 170.
Though.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Depends on where you go. To. You
Yeah.
might get some jobs for like 110.
But look, hey, they came out.
They like
Yeah.
170. 90's like 170.
Yeah.
160.
Yep. And those are the same New Balance that they came out originally. That's what gets me. There ain't nothing different about them New Balance. Same colors, same brand, same logo. Ain't nothing about them different. Hey,
They used to be.
Yeah, they used to be 85.
crazy.
The only
Hey,
jobs you can get for 85 now is like
Man.
the 575.
they laugh at me.
Yeah.
But they-
No,
but
the old.
I got the originals. Okay, I got my original New Balance. Okay, my feet ain't changed. And he'll tell you.
Yeah.
I say everything. I got my original New Balance. Okay, that's why I said I know they ain't changed. They tricking people. Okay. You know.
Yeah. And the quality is a lot low. They're not made with the same quality that they used
It
to be.
sure isn't, because they
Shoot,
wouldn't
yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to keep them as long as I
Yeah.
did. you
Yeah,
know.
they don't last as long as they
Them
do.
jumps talk, nigga.
Yeah.
So-
So look, I want to talk about your show. Let's talk with Paula, both on Rise Radio as well as Bowie Public Television.
Right.
What got you started? What made you say, I want to get into media, into broadcasting?
Licio Sport.
Okay.
Okay. Licio had his first Summer Madness event over there in Tacoma Park.
Okay.
The young lady that's working with us now, you met her, she couldn't be here tonight, and she told me to tell you hi.
All
Okay.
right. Tell her we said hey.
And Joba is in Connecticut, so you know I couldn't Skype him in, okay?
Right.
All right. But so hi from Joba in Connecticut. But here's the thing, is that when he gave this event, he had over 100 vendors that were out there. I
Okay.
mean, you name them. I mean, it was from young people to middle-aged people to old people that was out there. They had even written books. They wrote songs, made films. They were videographers, photographers. They were rappers. They were singers. You name it, that's what they were into, entrepreneurship. And to see that many young black people and minorities, because there was a few people that weren't black that were out there.
Right.
So let's say minorities that was out there, and to know that all we were getting impressed at that time was the negative. That's everything that you saw out there was, killing and shooting and negativity. But they would never put anything on television about the positive things that all these young people were doing. And so from that, me and Paul went over to Bowie Cable Television, and we started shooting over there, and we were doing the vendors, and that's my thing. We didn't have a platform to go for free, okay,
Right.
especially on television,
Right.
okay. And so from there, we just moved on, and last year we got every award that they gave out last year for the Dottie. First year we won it for 4 months, and I got Best Director. The next year, all of us, the whole crew and staff, got every award because I have 3 shows on there.
Right.
I have Let's Talk with Paula. I have a panel show that's called the Lady Nighthawk Show.
Okay.
And then I have a church show, which is Jeremiah the Church. So I have 3 different shows on there.
Okay.
So last year we broke the record. Like, was it you or was it? It was you. Since I was sitting here, said, "Can't nobody tell me what I can't do."
Right.
When they say, my father started that. When he used to tell me I couldn't do something when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I made sure that I did it. Okay. So when we first started over there, they said that it was only like the person that had been there only did like 50 shows. You can only do 50 shows. You can't do more than 50 shows.
Yeah.
And me and him sat down and said, that's bull crap, okay?
Right.
Last year we did 78 shows. That was the first time that ever happened because we learned how to get in that studio, shoot two different shows
Right.
at one time. We was in there every day. Anything that was a break, we was in there every day just to prove a point.
Wow.
They said we couldn't do it. We were the first people that ever, as long as they've been in existence, that did 78 shows in 1 year.
Wow.
And I have to take my hand off to Licio Sport because he hung in there. And Allison Charity started with me, and John Brown was with me. I had a few changes in
Yeah.
staff, that when we were over there, but they helped us. And Allison is up for Painter Art and on the Titan Arts Awards. Licio Sport is for graphic arts, and I'm on Let's Talk with Paula, internet radio host, okay? So I'm not competing with you because you ain't on the Titan Awards, but I did see you on the Rippy. I saw you on the Rippy. Were you on? No, you weren't on the Rippy. It was somebody else that you know that was on the Rippy Awards. That was you.
I'm
It was
listening.
OG Radio because
Yeah,
I
we on
voted
the-
for you.
we up for
yeah.
a Rippy. We up
Yeah,
for a Rippy.
I voted for you. I know I saw you somewhere. I voted for you. It was for the Rippy. Yep.
Awesome.
I did. We
Awesome.
voted for you on the Rippy.
Well, see, I
Because-
already placed my votes on the Titan Awards for y'all, so it's
Yeah, but it's every day though. Women, y'all just can't do one time.
I had to show me. I had to. I think that's your. I don't know. That's your girl.
Yeah.
I had to hear it. I was like, man, all I see is the old gym.
Yeah, she told me, she was like, yeah, I had to tell him how to, what to click on her. I even did a little screenshot and circle. I was like, oh, that's what's up. Yeah, she
Yeah,
did tell
because
me
it
about
just
it.
kept showing the old joints, like
Yeah,
old
last year, right.
I
Yeah.
put the little menu down.
Right. Yeah, the menu joint to hit home and then take it to the home screen. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
I'm hoping y'all bring that home. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know?
I just need everybody to get out there and vote for us because Licio made it this year, and they had his name spelled wrong at first. It was
They had
coming
us like that, too.
Licio or whatever. It was something.
Yeah.
And
They
we
had us like that,
and so I sent him a note and told him, hey, look. So the man said, well, it shouldn't mess with votes. I said, yes, it does. That's just like Rise and Rise.
Yeah.
I'm on Rise Radio. It's RYZE.
Yeah.
But if somebody doesn't know how it's spelled and they go out there and look for RISE,
Right.
they're gonna miss the show.
Right.
So it does make a difference on spelling.
Yeah.
And so then he sent me a note back and said, can you call so and so and so and so? Yeah. Because another thing that it's doing on the Titan Awards, like if all of us sit down and try to vote in the same Wi-Fi room, whoever the first one that does the vote, that's it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like that last year.
Feeding off the IP address.
Right.
So if y'all connected to the same network, it's gonna look like
A-
you're trying to vote over and over again.
Absolutely, but what you have to do is turn off your Wi-Fi, let your phones do its own thing, and vote. Okay,
Well, we-
or step outside of the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
and vote. And I sent him a note about that. How can you, like all of us, let's say, how can all of us, if we gonna sit here and say, okay, let us vote, okay? And if you get the first, if you ain't know no better, the rest of us would think we couldn't vote till tomorrow, So I sent them a note about that, and they said, please call so and so and so and tell them, okay, come on, we're gonna be fair about this thing, okay? Because, it didn't do it last time. Last time it would allow you to vote if it was different number of people lived in the same house. But I'm just saying, so guys, it's an everyday thing. Don't let the system make you think that you've already voted and you know you haven't. Either turn that Wi-Fi off or go outside and still vote. And there are other people that are out there too that you know. You know Kareem Mowat, the filmmaker in the area.
I've heard the name.
Yeah, Kareem Mowat, film director. He's won the Titan Awards twice, but he has My Secret Admirer. Like I said, Allison is for art or painter. I got to get this out. Artist, painter, vote for her. She's #1 up there. Licio Sport is graphic design. Let's Talk with Paula is for internet talk show host. I'm #3 on there. Let's Talk with Paula. Young Bout That. Did you tell me that you knew him?
I've heard the name before.
Yeah. They just did the DMV Underground. He won an award for breakout artist, but he's actually on there for the breakout artists as well. So young about that, and Sean McLennan for best actor. That's in a Kareem Mowat film, wow. And let me see, Area 301. Area 301 is out there for best male group.
That's the rock band, right?
Yeah, they're hip hop fusion.
Right.
Yeah, it's hip hop fusion, and I mean they killing it all around here. I mean, we all started out at the same time, trying to get out there, and I kind of helped them, like we do. We help each other, and they just rocking all over the place. They had like 3 events in the last 3 days, and Scene Setting was just on our show, and they do 2 or 3 shows every night. They're everywhere. And Ray Crow just came back from Atlanta, okay? I call him Ray, okay? But he just came back from Atlanta, and, he's back in the area again. So, I mean, I'm proud of these people. These people started out with me. So, I got to shout out for them because they, even since me moving from the radio station that I was on to Rise Radio, they still coming. Brand new audience, brand new people. And so Licio Sport, I take my hat off to him. I support him. He has his own basketball team.
I saw that.
And then on the fourth, Hey, look, and then on the 4th Thursday of every month, it's rapping with Mr. Licio on Rise Radio, because he's part of our team over there too. So he raps with the rappers because it's like, people can sit down and feel comfortable. Rappers got their own lingo, young people, And I want them to feel comfortable because I want them to have that platform, so I let them talk to him and not talk to me, because when they come on with me, it's ma'am this, and it ain't ma'am. I mean, I tell everybody, don't ma'am me, okay? I mean, I know it's respect, but I mean, I'm Paula, And so I want them to feel comfortable because I want people to be able to hear them, in a different, on TV and radio. And now they will come to the Bowie station with clean rap, okay? Yeah. And they get the exposure, from there. And see, I tell them this: any rapper that's out there should always have a clean version in which I call a radio version, a radio version of their rap songs, as well as the underground stuff, what they do in the clubs and things, because I had somebody last year just heard about a group, and they asked me could they come on, but it was with a church, and I knew those boys couldn't come on. I know they couldn't come on rapping. I had some clean rappers, okay, like Simon was just on, he's 17, that I could have got them, but they were looking for them, but there was no way that I could send them because they didn't have any clean radio version rap music. And since then, though, they have.
They stepped it up.
They stepped it up. Yeah. And so it's like, it's people like us that kind of help them move along the way, because that information that you gave out last week was priceless. I mean, I just really want to appreciate you based on what the shows are about, that information that you gave out is priceless. And Mr. Licio, and we talked about doing something else. I'm going to let Mr. Licio talk about that venture that you mentioned, and then we said that we were going to hook up with.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was just pretty much going around to the different high schools and just telling them about entrepreneurship, or just getting affiliated with the youth, because as you can see, the youth, man, the generation now is crazy, man. So we need to get in their heads, and they need to, hear from us. You know what I'm saying? And because it's getting crazy with this youth out here. I can't even say too much on that. But I think that if we go around to the different high schools and just holler at the youth, even rec centers and stuff, man, just wherever the youth, whatever they got going on with all the youth, we could try to do something and try to just reach out to them, positive.
Like we mentioned before, I'm all for it. Because it'd be good to show them some other avenues besides what they're doing every day that can end up with negative consequences. I mean, the basic thing is showing them, like we talked about how to start your own clothing line,
Right.
do your own radio show. It's so many different avenues.
Be a motherfucking DJ.
Right.
Be a
When-
DJ
and
because
when y'all-
everybody wants to be a rapper.
Right.
Yeah,
But
but
the-
when y'all do that shit, you know what I'm saying? They hear y'all talk, they're gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna be like, oh, who cares what this nigga talking about? When they actually hear y'all
Right.
talk, and they be like, oh, he sound like me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They gonna be with it.
I
you
could
know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? So that's a hell of a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Mhm.
I'm sorry for cussing and all that.
No, that's okay. I mean, this ain't my show. I'm on sister station. I'm on sister radio station. My sister stuff is at the TV station.
Oh,
Okay?
all right.
So I'm good. Okay. It's just that, see how you just did me just then?
Yeah.
That's why I let them talk to him. You heard probably somebody
A
say,
nigga
well,
with
I'm sorry, yeah.
A person with respect is when he see the lady.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? When you
Right.
don't even think about it. When you
Automatic.
Oh, damn.
And I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
See, I know that. And so I know that.
Yeah.
And I know it's not out of disrespect, and I know
Yeah.
the other way it's out of respect, okay?
Right.
But I want you to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So if DJ Craig gotta come with Mr. Licio, so he can feel comfortable.
Just don't give me no mic. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, I know too. I can play all clean music.
Hey.
Just don't give me the microphone.
And that was, hey, we got what, 9 mics in
Yeah,
that
I
room,
don't
so
want
it
no
picks up
mic.
everything.
I ain't that nigga. I don't
And
give me
they
no
stay
mic. I'm having a microphone.
But it was one thing too that Damien said too that please look at his interview on Bowie Cable. I try to post a little bit of it on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Just so, then what I'll do is I want to get another snippet and
Yeah.
put another piece out there. It's because he was saying that we have to show people how we are positive in a positive light, not always in a negative light. People just automatically just think that let's talk about the person running for president.
Yeah.
Okay, Trump.
Yeah.
Trump already says that we don't have homes, we don't have
He
education.
said, what you got to lose?
We outside, we don't live on the street, and we know that's a lie, okay?
Yeah.
Because everybody might not want to get a college education, but it's people out here like you that's out here DJing.
Yeah.
It's people out here like Damien with the OG Radio and his co-hosts that are out here, trying to do something positive.
Right.
Just like the young man here that was the
The
fighter,
Mhm.
right? I mean, how many people? He sounds like he does well.
Yeah.
But how many people are giving him that door
Right.
to come through and
Yeah.
walk through?
They-
Right.
And so how can he get it if it ain't for people like us?
Yeah.
To give him that opportunity. I mean, and if you don't mind, you give my number. We have in both places.
Okay.
Like you told him though, you got to clean up your mouth though.
Yeah.
Because that's what's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Because he didn't. I know he didn't mean it negatively.
Right.
He was
Definitely.
nothing negative about what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Real compliment.
Yeah, he's just real-
little cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know he didn't mean it negatively, but he was trying to help him because he knows that if he gets out there and try to get out there and talk on Good Morning America, somebody else is gonna take it.
They gonna burn him up on
Yeah.
that.
Hey, we get this dude a whole live flack.
And
This
it'll
nigga,
be
he know
blink,
live stuff,
blink,
man.
blink,
Yeah.
beep, 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 and he don't want him to have
Yeah.
an interview like that,
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the other thing that I think that we can do when we go around to these schools too. Then set up workshops,
Yeah.
right? So we can teach them how to talk,
Right.
teach them how to sit,
Hold the microphone.
and then how to hold a microphone,
Yeah,
right?
that too,
and,
right.
and then give them interviews like
Yeah.
if they were interviewing to be on the radio
Yeah.
or television, I think that if we do those kinds of things, because everybody's got college material,
Right.
Yeah.
that they can learn how to be entrepreneurs and have their own business,
Yeah.
And I just saw that we were a good dynamic, just looking at the three of us, because he's young, you in between, and I'm an old person, okay?
Nah, I'm old.
So, but, so it gives, because you could be anything that you want to be, anything,
Yeah.
if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
And I think you said that
Live in sight, creativity is ours.
absolutely.
That's
Exactly.
Licio for you.
One second, Mike, yes, that.
Go ahead.
That's Licio for you. Live in sight, creativity is ours.
There you go. There you go.
What's that? Say it again.
Live in sight, creativity is ours.
That's what I'm
And
talking
that's
about.
why I had to put on the back of my jacket, because I could never remember what Licio stood for. So, reading is fundamental, remembering is everything. So I just had him just spell the whole thing out on the back of my varsity there.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
so they can see that it's,
Who is this?
it's where. But he's been
Oh, this
hanging
nigga
there with me
Blaze.
ever since, like I said. It's like, how many young men do you know that has an opportunity out here to have their own? Because he's getting ready to start doing his own TV program on once a month. But how many young people like that have an opportunity to have their own TV program and a radio, a day for a radio spot?
Yeah.
And it's not too many people that you see out there that just somebody just gives it to you, you
Yeah.
know? And that's because, well, he's my son, but also I see the potential that he has, and the only way that he'll know to grow is by doing everything, because he's my behind the scenes man. You tell him what you do.
Man, I do it all, man.
Yeah.
From Metro Access, driving around, chauffeur, Alfred, but other than that, I do a little bit of photography,
Hey, look.
the
Hey,
board
look.
PA.
This man Licio, right? We know some of the same people, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I used to see the name all the time. One time I click on Fox 5, right? And I see sometimes I'm reading shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm reading everything, you know what I'm saying? And I see, yeah, I'm sorry. I know, I'm just saying. I don't mean to do that, though. I don't mean to do that. But look. So I see Licio Sport, right? So this when you first told me stop, get on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I get on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I say Licio Sport. I take the screenshot. I always got like 7, 8 phones behind everybody. My shit just started screenshot. I took the screenshot, posted it on Instagram. He liked the jump, you know what I'm saying? And we start following each other and all that, you know what I'm saying? I see the clothes.
Right.
Yeah, I seen him in the UCB. This when UCB got
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
I seen him in the UCB shows. It's like
You know that long ago?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you used to do, you was playing the drums for,
No. This is probably like 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. It was 2 years
What
ago.
I feel like niggas be knowing each other.
Yeah.
After the Highway PA, the John was different net.
Right.
He just started popping. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But the nigga's so humble, you know what I'm saying? He's so like that, but he's so humble, you know what I'm saying? And it's like in our city, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got high power niggas in the city.
Right.
High power niggas in the city. Fuck with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? This shit be crazy, you know what I'm saying? How niggas everybody be affiliated and don't even know.
Yeah,
it,
some
you know what I'm
kind
saying?
of way. Everybody know everybody.
Everybody's always meshed together, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the real niggas is the niggas if you see the nigga, you be like, oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, damn, I've been seeing you for like 2 years on it.
Right.
Like in your pictures and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I see you, I'm gonna say, what's up?
Right.
I see a
Yeah.
nigga in the show. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, what's up? What crank? Da.
Right.
I don't even know the nigga, but I know the nigga.
Right. You see him all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it
that's
works.
another thing that we were talking about now, the radio station that we were talking about that, because I was doing radio host in October, okay? Except for when his show was rapping with Miss Lissy over the rappers.
Yeah.
And none of us come on at the same time, okay? Well, we should be able to come together, get our own AM, FM station, okay? And put our money together and get some other people out there that we know we can trust, and we need to make our own AM, FM radio station. We're not stepping on each other's toes because each one of us got something to bring and our stuff is different.
Yeah.
Everybody got something to bring to the table, and we need to go back to that table and sit down and talk about it. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, everybody can't be invited to the table.
Of course.
Okay. I mean, we gotta understand that though.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be invited to the table.
Yeah.
But you'll know if you got Christ in your life, He'll let you know who to bring to the table.
Yeah, you need unique individual perspectives. You need like-minded people. You need people that can work well with others,
That
you
too.
know, who are not ego-driven, and then you can build something.
That's
you know,
right.
and people will weed themselves out of a situation just by
Talking.
talking. Yeah.
Right.
Their character and their actions will show you whether they need to be a part of that movement or they don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Social network, even though you don't even realize it will show you a nigga character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It will show you
Yeah.
a character.
Or the character they want to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
it's so crazy. Not even what they want to be. Like it will show it will show your real character.
Sometimes.
You
but
can
then
be the
you get-
coolest nigga on social media, but you just a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
That's
like
a lot of them,
you hate
man.
on the nigga for no
No
reason.
reason.
Yeah.
For
Because
no
because
reason.
one nigga got another nigga brain on, you comment, oh, that's how you feel. You
Right.
wearing this. It's
Right.
crazy,
Right.
man.
But the whole thing is so bad about it is I want to be just like Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
They hate,
Right.
but I want to be like
Right.
Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, but they hating on you.
Man,
and
it's
and the
crazy.
thing about it is that it's so much creativity in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like DJs other than you, and you know I had to have you on my show. There's other people that I know that are DJs out there, female and male.
Mhm.
Okay, that's been on WDTTG as well.
Yeah.
Now, Licio was on WKYS. He was on the DMV page for his.
That's
The
what
DMV on.
That's what it was.
The DMV on.
PGC's out.
He
I mean,
Yeah.
the KYS out. That's where I screenshot.
Yeah, KOS, yeah,
KYS,
yeah.
yeah.
And so he was interviewed for his first. Now he had a second Summer Madness this year.
Yeah, that's the joint you missed. That was August. I try to have it every year in August. I'm gonna definitely keep y'all updated on that one, so y'all won't miss the
No,
next
we're
one.
working together, so it ain't no update.
Yeah. Please do because
You right.
I want to make sure that we able to do our vending thing out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So make
Yeah.
sure you keep us in the loop on that.
Right.
Right,
You know.
we definitely gonna stay in loop on that because, I'm trying to do it before it's time for the schools to start doing, college, they do that college thing, and they have people come in, they talk to the students and, try to steer them in the right direction, and some of them, like you say, I ain't trying to hear all that, cause I know I ain't got no money, I know I ain't going to school.
Right.
We didn't even tell them how to get money, cause that's what the business I was in,
There you go.
So, I mean, it's so many things that I think that we can do as a group, that would actually, make things flow.
Mhm.
And we just have to sit down and just talk about it. I mean, just like, DJ Crank, okay? So you do music, okay? I don't know what that new music is. So, I mean, definitely somebody that has your ability would have to come to the table. We come on the radio station. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So like you said, there's different people have different dynamics, but we have to see who the dynamics are, because if we're trying to be successful in what we
I can get this right. Give me 1 second, cause one thing about me before I have somebody on, I get real nosy. Like I'm going all through their social media pages, just finding particular things to discuss, points to hit on, and things that I may see that I feel like need to be shared with the public. And in your bio, it's an impressive list of credits. See, now my phone want to act funny. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up because it not only did it list your shows, but some of the other things. Let me go ahead and turn this Wi-Fi off and just get with this, because I'm pulling a lot of signal from this.
you're talking about
from
Facebook
the
Live
show.
page down here running too at the bottom.
Hey, that's so. Here we go. I got it. So it lists as talk show host, radio talk host, producer, executive director, educator, promoter, counselor, photographer, and pastor. Now that last one, because I want to talk about all of them, but that last one hit me. I didn't know you was a pastor.
Yeah, see, that's why, in there that you said that, he gonna really say, excuse me. Now you're looking like I'm going to hell, okay?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through all kinds of struggles, when I went to the ministry, it was like they didn't want women to even preach, okay?
Mhm.
And so I had to fight that battle. And then, we moved to Florida, and I think God sent us down there, for me, for a pilgrimage, to learn how to work with a small church as well as a very, very mega church.
Right.
And so it was a learning experience for us, and I came back, and the people called me from up here that licensed me. I got licensed from a historically black church here in D.C., and the pastor passed away. So they called me when we was in Florida and said, we need you to come back so you can get ordained, That wasn't nobody but God, We came back, I got ordained, and I looked across the street from my mother's house where I grew up, in Northwest. And the Lord just, you know, you need to go across the street and see if those people let you come in there and start.
Right.
They had tons of people that asked them, could they do the same thing that I'm doing, and they let us come in.
Okay.
And we stayed there until they got a new pastor, and she was young. You know, like you say, sometimes young people just don't know what to say, and they flip it in there. I don't want to talk about anybody, but she didn't know anything about us and what our dynamics were in that community, because we grew up in the community.
Right.
And I was trying to bring something back.
Right.
And so we're right now we're in a smaller place until we can get a new home. So shout out to us, everybody pray with us so we can get a new church home. Right now we're in a smaller building, and so you know I have I don't tell everybody, but I do have a doctorate in theology.
Wow.
You know, I don't try to go around. I'm just me. Like
Right.
who was her name? Mary J. Just say I'm just Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just Paula. Okay. And, you know, I have a master's degree in, I forgot what it was, public administration.
Okay.
I have a bachelor's degree in information systems management,
Mm-hmm.
and I have an associate's degree in allied health technology radiology.
Wow.
So you can see, I know, right? And
Wow.
when they did the March on Washington, the Lord spoke to my heart. When Sharon Pratt Kelly was in office, I was one of the ministers that got all the ministers together for an interfaith conference and didn't have any money, none.
Mm-hmm.
To be in the March on Washington, to be at one of those main stage events,
Yes.
you gotta have equipment.
Right.
You gotta have money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we got all these churches, I didn't have to pay for any equipment. They gave me the third stage, and the third stage was where they started the march to the Lincoln Memorial.
Okay.
I had somebody come to me and say, because God told me to do something, I just do it.
Right.
I don't care how crazy it sounds, I just do it, okay?
Yeah.
Somebody came to me, they televised us in London. They had every newscaster thing that was on that third stage.
Right.
Lowry came up from the Southern Christian Leadership and asked could the marching band that was supposed to be in the main event come and march in front of our stage, because they saw cameras,
Okay.
right? Jesse Jackson, Sharon Pratt, Bishop Stallings, and one of the people came over and said, could we get you to be one of the ministers to pray over the people?
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody coming to you and ask you to pray over millions of people at the Lincoln
Oh yeah.
Memorial?
That's something special.
That was, I will never forget it as long
Yeah.
as I live. And then they said, look, we want you to walk hand in hand with us to lead the march down, because we shutting your stage down so we can start the march. So I was with Coretta Scott King. I was with Jesse Jackson.
Wow.
I was with Sharon Pratt Kelly.
Wow.
I was with Eleanor Holmes. You know, I fought for this city for statehood
Mhm.
when they first started, way back when Eleanor was trying to get
Right.
it, okay?
Yeah.
And so God has been good to me. I've met Bishop Tutu. I mean, I've just met so many people. I've been on the New York Stock Exchange with Jesse Jackson, okay?
Wow.
Trying to, so when you say you've done a lot of things, people don't believe all the things that I've done
Yeah.
unless they've seen me do them, okay?
Right.
But God has blessed me in such a tremendous way that I think that our humility that we have is because we have been blessed.
Mhm.
And we want other people to be blessed.
Indeed.
You know, so yep, I'm a pastor for church, and I want y'all to pray for us to get a big church. But that doesn't have anything to do with us being on the radio or the TV.
No, you have many different
we have
things.
A balance.
That balance that
Y'all
you're
have that
involved
balance.
in. Yeah.
Y'all have God in your
Yeah.
life. If you don't have God in your life, then there's something wrong. You
Mhm.
know, because God is the director of our ship.
Mhm.
You know, and He has directed me, and I cannot complain. Now you didn't mess up some people because.
That's all right. They need it. That's all right. They need it. That's they need. They need it. That's what they need. So, well, with that, I mean, that right there summed it all up for me. What I want to do is I want you to give out all the information for people to see your show, see Paul's show, and then I ask that you finish this interview out with a prayer.
Oh, get out, say hi. We're gonna look.
That'll be pretty cool. So
I
tell
got you.
everybody where they can find y'all at.
I got man. Okay, I am on. In fact, you could have just told him because I told you he did all my social media. I'm just trying to get with Instagram. I'm doing a little better, but it's all of them. Let's Talk with Paula. Instagram, Facebook. Twitter, I have a Twitter account, but I told you that bad experience that I had with that
Yeah.
Twitter account. I don't mess with Twitter, okay?
Okay.
Facebook is Paula Ramshack.
Yeah, Facebook is Paula Ramshack, but get the one that has the mascot. Do not take this silhouette because you're not going to get to me. So you see me because we were blessed to go to the NBA championship year before last.
Really?
And that's where that picture was. The All-Star.
Okay.
Okay, and so, I mean, we got press passes. You know how good that made us when we were sitting out there? So that silhouette that you see me, we were at one of the special events.
Okay.
And I'm standing with their mascot,
Okay.
okay? So, I mean, I ain't lying. I ain't, you know,
Yeah.
when I tell folks
Yeah,
stuff,
you're
you know.
active. There's nothing wrong with that.
And so you can find me on the Paula Ramshack, the one with the mascot, and it's Let's Talk with Paula, and for Instagram and all those places. Bowie Cable, if you just want to get in contact with me and to be on any television show or radio show, Rise Radio, which is down at the DC National Harbor. I'm down there now. On Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night from 8 to 9, we're at Rise Radio. And Rapping with Mr. Licio is every fourth Tuesday, same time from 8 to 9 on Rise Radio, spelled RYZE, Rise Radio. You stream myriseradio.com, okay? And please join us and, listen to us on the radio. And you can message me under Facebook if you want to be on the radio or the TV, okay? And you can get in contact with, I will respond on the messenger.
That's what I'm talking about.
One thing before I tell y'all my social media, Licio Sports supposed to be attending an event with the Madness Collective, presented by Dose. 11/6/16 from 3 to 7, the vending social, and then 11/7/16 from 5 to 10, Dose Influences event. We're gonna have Madness there, Eat, Mitch Craft, and a couple other vendors there. So I welcome everyone to come out and yeah. Oh, for real, that's what's up. Shout out to Mitch Craft. I ain't even know that's what's up. Yeah. Miss Crab, that's the clothing line. Yeah. But yeah, that's supposed to be next week. Shout out to Madness, who started the trend. But yeah, Licio Sports, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google, everything. Licio Sport Apparel. Check us out.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with us. Miss Paula gonna finish us out with a nice
We're just
prayer.
gonna make it short because they say I pray too long. So we're gonna stand up. I mean, we gotta stand up,
Oh, okay. All right.
We gotta give God His due,
Okay.
So we gotta stand,
Okay.
because all things come from Him above. So I'm gonna make this short for the listeners that are on there because I don't want to offend anybody. And I'm trying to make a generic prayer because I don't know what people's denominations are. Okay, so dear God, I love you with all my heart and soul. And we thank you for all the wonderful things that you're doing for every listener. We thank you for what you're doing with Organic Radio, OG Radio, DMV, Licio Sport, Let's Talk with Paul and all the subsidiaries. We thank you for all the vendors that are out there that are trying to do something positive in the city and across the world and across the country. So, Lord, we ask that you would put the right position in power, oh Heavenly Father. We ask that you let everyone go out and vote and stop this crazy stuff and saying, I'm not voting for Hillary and I'm not voting for that one, I'm staying home. This is the most important election that we could ever have. So I ask that you would touch the people's hearts and touch their minds and reach them, Lord, that they would go out and vote and do the right thing. And I ask this in Jesus' name, amen.
All right. Well, Miss Paul, I want to thank y'all for coming hanging out with us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Second time, but not the last time.
Yeah, we will be together.
We be back in a minute. We're going to go into some music.
Let me turn this